support the U.S., the U.S., the U.S. That's the way we like it.
For the Americans that don't understand the levels to what an ultra actually is, what you think it is and what it actually is entirely different.
This is the stuff I see in YouTube videos.
Answer me this. When you look at the ultra fans in the United States and the ultra fans throughout all of Europe, which groups do you think would be considered more intense, more dedicated, more unified across the board? When you put them side by side, obviously the United States, we have American football, we have basketball, we have baseball. Baseball stadiums are looking real empty right now, I'm not gonna lie, but we won't get into that. And then of course, throughout all of Europe, you have amongst a lot of other sports as well. But football is the world's most popular sport, hands down. And no, I'm not talking about American football. I need to make that clear. But the ultra fans.
I done been to the NBA finals. I done been to the NFL games. I done been to all types of sporting events. I ain't never been to no shit like this. They've been singing and hollering for the last 2 hours in the rain. I don't know if y'all can tell, but this shit is mad steep. Felt like I was climbing Mount Everest trying to get to my seat. They not playing at all. They talking to each other. When did they get together and have rehearsal? I know they be looking at our little football in America and be like, yeah, that's cute. So apparently, y'all, they got this barrier between them and the field so that they don't jump onto the field, because otherwise they would.
Are absolutely ballistic. If we look at any video, ultras throughout all of Europe, you guys go absolutely insane. And it's remarkable. I mean, I've never seen dedication like that in my life. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I even talking about this? Well, there is an American that unfortunately maybe knocked his head a little too hard, lacked a few brain cells, if you will, and had the audacity to make this video and say that US ultra fans are way more intense than European ultra fans. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. If you guys are returning viewers, welcome back. All I ask is that you help us hit 1 million subscribers by hitting that like button and subscribing if you haven't already. And let me know in the comments down below if you guys are football fans, and if you are, who is your favorite team and why? And if you're not a football fan, are you a sports fan at all? What's your favorite sport? What's your favorite team? Let me know in the comments down below.
We support the U.S., the U.S., the U.S. That's the way we like it. We like it. We love it.
I'm sorry if I had to see this cringe, you do too. Please, maybe this is the most intense thing that we've ever seen in the entire planet. These ultras are absolutely unstoppable, fueled with motivation, and absolutely passionate about their team. I mean, they have just as much passion as a dead body in a graveyard. Good googly moogly. I'm not gonna lie, the chant's kind of whack. And where are the flares? There's no flares. There's no like formation. A lot of times when I see the ultras throughout Europe, when they're in the stands and stuff, they got like a whole formation going. It's like a coordinated thing. You know, there's an intense sense of pride and unity. And I mean, they're at least wearing the American flag colors, but we can see that on a day-to-day basis. It just seems like this is very lackluster. Really doesn't have that punch we're looking for when you think of ultras. But oh wait, there's a lot more of this absolute banger of a chant. I mean, I've seen nothing like this in my entire life, and maybe you guys haven't either. But rate this level of ultra on a scale of 1 to 10. Do you think these guys can go toe to toe with ultras throughout anywhere in Europe? We're putting up the entire continent of Europe in the forefront. Are there any fandoms that you think that this fandom right here outdoes in every which way but loose?
This is why Europe thinks we're mid. We're mid soccer country, right, Jack?
Oh yeah, we're mid.
Follow. We support the U.S., the U.S., the U.S. That's the way we like it. We like it. We love it.
Who made this goof ass chant, man? Who made this shit? This sounds horrible. But again, let me take my bias out of it. Oh my God, I just can't. My ears were bleeding a little bit. I'm sorry I had to put you guys through this, because I saw this abomination and it's actively blowing up right now because at least they're having fun. right? But when you make a statement as bold as saying, oh yeah, that's why we have the best ultras in the world. The best in the world, big dog. You know how big the world is? The United States is not the world. That was a very dumb statement because the comments we're about to see, they had a lot to say. And there are very few times I've seen Americans get packed up this bad in the comment section. This is one of those times. You're going to want to stick around and see what these comments had to say. Now, this is the fun part. We get to see the fans in full-blown ground zero action. This is where we get to see the pinnacle, the peak, the upper echelon of super fans, ultra super fans, the best in the absolute world.
U.S. journey to the World Cup starts now. Don't get blown out against Senegal, please.
Well, this is in lieu of the World Cup, which is literally days away, and the United States is, ramping up their team. I mean, it doesn't really seem like there's a whole lot of support for the U.S. team right now in comparison to all of the other countries in the entire world. Let's bring the entire world into this, man. I've never seen a lack of support for a team, for a football team at that. Like there was the stands look dry as hell, bruh. Drier than the Sahara Desert. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my eyes deceive me. You guys let me know how you perceive that in the comments down below, because good God, that was embarrassing. But maybe it's not. Again, I think that's embarrassing. I wouldn't put that on blast. In fact, I wouldn't even have the cameras rolling to the stands and stuff. Now, I'm glad the people got dressed up. I'm glad the people who came to the game were able to enjoy themselves. But the stands are empty for a U.S. World Cup game, at least even a practice or whatever have you. The stands look a little too empty, and the fans look not that motivated to be calling them the best ultras in the entire world. Do they even understand what a football ultra is? What did I say before? Where the fuck are the flares? Where's the fire? Where's the kaboom? You know when you watch WWE and there's the explosions on the stage and you have the wrestlers walking out and there's the crazy, intros and stuff like that. Where is that? This was dry as fuck. This was like going to a birthday party in a local neighborhood, probably, at best. Ultras? You can't call these guys ultras. You can't call them ultras. But maybe I'm crazy. You guys let me know in the comments down below. Can you call what you saw?
We support the U.S. U.S.
Ultras. The chanting sounds so shit.
USA.
Follow. We support the U.S. U.S. That's the way we like it.
Bro, that was so cringe. Like, I felt the lack of support and power in those chants. That was the Weenie Hut Jr. version of a chant if I've ever heard one. That was insane. And the chant was garbage. Who made the chant in the first place? Who created that? They need to be fired from and definitely take a writing class or something, because good God, what are we doing? That's not how you get people pumped up. I mean, to be fair though, maybe most of those people were drunk off their minds and didn't have any desire to be that hype for the game. I think notoriously the United States hasn't been a top player in the World Cup, you know what I'm saying? Like, we aren't like the best of the best. We get, shit for being pretty bad. So we don't really have much of an ultra base, if I do say so myself. But I could be wrong. You guys let me know in the comments down below. Again, I'm just a dumb American. I don't know nothing about nothing. Maybe we do have a great team and I'm just going too hard in the paint on them. If it looked like a duck and quacked like a motherfucking duck, it's a duck. A cat. We're trash. We're garbage. Booty cheeks. The least we could do is have a boisterous, coordinated, absolutely chaotic fandom. They haven't seen the Orange Legion. That's what I'm saying, man. You don't know. There's levels to this shit. I'll flash a few different Ultra clips on the screen real quick so you guys can see what I've seen. I know the people watching this video have absolutely seen what I've seen for sure, because my audience is primarily European. For the Americans that don't understand the levels to what an Ultra actually is, what you think it is and what it actually is entirely different. These people right here don't qualify, all right? The people that we saw in the American chanting video do not qualify.
We support the U.S.
As Ultras, at least in my opinion. But you guys can either co-sign it or completely go against it in the comments. And I want to know your reasoning why or why not. We can open it up. I've been pretty active in the comment section recently, so I will respond. Can't they see how crap this is? See, that's the thing. I think part of being an American is being a little bit delulu. Like, all of us got a little bit of delulu in us. I mean, especially me. I'm delusional. I can admit it. I'm a little delusional. But that's the common trait a lot of us Americans have. And it stretches far and wide throughout the United States. Okay, we think that weak ass chant is one of the best chants in the entire planet. Actually, he claimed that it is the best. We have basically the best chant in the entire planet because we are the best Ultras in the entire planet. That is insane. Stevie Wonder could see that chant was garbage. What's USMT? U.S. men's national team. Wait until you see the Italians. Oh, laughs in German and French for good measure. Listen, when I first saw the little USMT thing, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I said I'm a dumb American. I thought it stood for U.S. Mutant Ninja Turtles, man. I don't know why. That was the first thing that jumped in my skull cap. But I'm telling you, man, there are levels to this mess, okay? Ultras do not play. They don't play. They go hard in the paint. Rolling on the floor, laughing. Come to Germany or Eastern Europe and see what Ultras are really like. If us Americans actually got to see what Ultras are really like, we would be banished to the Shadow Realm. We would be banished to the Shadow Realm. We could not believe it. It would shatter our whole delusional reality. Don't do that to us. Let us live in bliss. If by best they mean most well-behaved, then yeah. But well-behaved Ultra is quite the oxymoron. When I tell you I was perplexed at the amount of calamity in that entire area, like look at this.
We like it. We love it.
You're gonna tell me that? Now, I know not a singular person from Europe watching this video thought that those are some motherfucking Ultras, man. I know for a fact you guys did not think that they were Ultras. They sound so insincere. You know what they sound like? They sound like the stereotype most Europeans give us Americans, man. When they're like, I don't think I want to engage in small talk with you guys because you guys are so fake. And you can hear the fakeness in this bullshit ass chant. You cannot imagine how much I'm looking forward to the World Cup. Not as a sports fan, which predictably will be terrible, but as a fan of forced international culture exchange and ensuing comedy. And the fact that this is taking place in the United States, oh my God. With all the ICE bullshit going on in the border, oh my God. This is about to be diabolical, okay? On the most grandiose level. What are your predictions for all of these cultural exchange interactions within the United States? Okay, because good God. Fortunately, this is going to be taking place in all of North America, so it's not just the United States, it's also Canada and Mexico as well. But still, this is going to be very interesting. Fuck, they're in for a shock. I genuinely need to see a live reaction of Americans watching in person how intense these Ultras go. I feel like the Ultras are going to go so crazy in these stadiums that the U.S. National Guard is going to have to intervene. The cops going to get called. They're like, oh, there's a whole threat of violence and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, because they just won't understand it. We're just not going to understand that level of intensity. Meanwhile, in Serbia, shout out to all my Balkan subscribers, man, that have been following me since the dawn of time. I love you guys so much. And if there are any of you guys left that watch my channel, I appreciate you guys. And I cannot wait to see you guys play. For those people who do not know the lore of this channel, there was an entire era where all I did was check out Serbian videos. and it was absolutely remarkable. I cherished those times very, very, very deep in my heart. Just to show the ultras of 2 League Dynamo Dresden, I hate and love my local football club. And that's what I'm talking about. You see the intensity in that photo? You see the intensity in that photo? They got that dog in them, right? Look at that picture. They got flames on both sides, that coordinated big ass flag. What are we talking about? It's night and day. And then we got this wet noodle ass fan chant.
We support the U.S.
From the United States of America. For as patriotic as we are, why the fuck was that chant so weak? That shit was weak as fuck. Oh God, it's pathetic. Yep. Yep. This hurts me more than it hurts you. Fucking hell. They're so infinitely embarrassing. I don't think there's any coming back from this. It is definitely too late to delete this video, so. Jesus fucking Christ. On behalf of the UK, I would like to apologize for this absolute embarrassment of a country we somehow shit out. What? Not the UK entering the chat with the slam dunk. What? That's diabolical, man. What was that? Weekend trip with the kindergarten? Apparently. Laughs in European. Well, y'all, we're going to put this one to rest. What do you guys think in the comments down below? Does the United States have the best ultras in the world?
We support the U.S.